Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Rico Kemar Clarke has been found guilty of causing the death of Henderson Greenidge. I think this is what he looks like here. Where is he? Here. This is Henderson Greenidge here. Okay. This, if I move my camera, it's going to mess up. So this is him here. I'll put up the whole thing. Well, maybe I don't need to, but that's him here. They say he's out of England. He lived in England, London, England, and he was a electrician to the London Metropolitan Police. So he probably retired. He was a returning national, and he returned to Barbados, and he was only 64 years old when he was hit by the car driven by Rico Kemar Clarke. When you go online and you look for a Rico Kemar Clarke, you don't find nothing. You don't find nothing for this Rico Kemar Clarke, okay? Can't find anything with that name on it, okay? But yeah, what was good about what Rico did was he stopped and he offered assistance. Well, he called the police and he did all of the right things. He said that it was extremely dark that particular night and there were high headlights in his face. He could not see well, and he was trying to avoid hitting the car with the bright headlights, and it seems as though Henderson may have walked in front of the vehicle that was driven by Rico Kemar Clarke, and he struck him and it killed him. Okay, he was dead, and he got out and he was traveling. We're talking about Clarke was traveling along Foursquare Road in St. Philip after work. He said he was driving 50 kilometers. I don't know what that would be in terms of miles per hour. And then he saw direct lights in his path. So he was trying to avoid hitting the car, and it was unfortunate. But what I really wanted to say, see, he said it was extremely dark that night. Do you see here? It was extremely dark, and he didn't see the pedestrian, but he did get out. He did get out. He did call for help. He didn't run off, and he didn't avoid responsibility. And my question is, I'm not tending to the part that he may have been speeding. Maybe he was, but can it be an accident? The fact that he got out, the fact that he called for an ambulance, that he reported it, you see here, he immediately got out and assisted Greenidge by calling an ambulance, and the police who quickly arrived said that he also called his mother to the scene even after help arrived. So he was conscious enough to stop. Let's say he was driving too fast for that road, especially if it's dark and whatever. When you're coming home from work, you just want to get home. You spent the whole day at work. You just want to get home. But that's beside the point. My point is, doesn't he get any credit for stopping, for calling an ambulance and the police arriving and he giving his name and telling them what happened? Isn't it? There's something called misadventure even in Barbados. I've seen you pull on that particular case. You've pulled on that and you've called things, hey, it was just an accident. So Anthony Blackman in Supreme Court number 3A. So let's assume this is Blackman. Oh, you remember him? He had a baby. He's geriatric, yes, we know, but he and his wife had a baby. Was it a boy or was it a girl? Okay, you can't see. Okay, let me come over. I'm gonna have to come over. Oh, let me not mess up. I'm gonna have to come over. This one here, I was pointing at him, and this is Blackman. This is Blackman. This one here, Jesus. He's the Westman, Justice Westman James, but he's probably Blackman. You would say from left to right. You know how you would say that in, maybe they said it down here? No. I didn't say it down there. So let's assume that this is Blackman. We're going to assume that this is Blackman, okay? Anthony L. Blackman, he was in Supreme Court 3A, and he's the one who presided over this matter. Yeah, we want to know. Yes, we know that he's probably like 80 now, and he had a baby. A baby. Was it a boy or was it a girl? Okay? He's Shellingham. That's his last name. I mixed up the two brothers, so I'm not even going to call the first name. Okay? So, yeah. This is, oh yeah, so I guess I did move, so now you can see Henderson here. He's the one that was struck, and there's no photo of no Rico. You would think that this case being around for as long as it has, they would have taken, well, we have a Kadeem O'Brien Clarke, but that's not him. Yeah, you would think that they would have a photo of Rico Clarke, but nah, nothing so good, okay? It's never that easy reporting out or for Barbados. Yeah, so he was found guilty. So now he was probably remanded to the hotel there in St. Philip, and you're gonna have to wait to hear what happens to how much time he gets. That's what's gonna happen. Oh yes, here it is. Clarke was remanded to Hotel St. Philip. See there, Hotel St. Philip, and also known as Dodds. And a pre-sentencing report has been ordered. So March 20th is when I guess he will be sentenced. But I think that the fact that he got out and he called for an ambulance and he assisted Greenidge, I think that counts for something. And I'm surprised, really I am surprised that if something like that happens and someone stops and renders assistance, why isn't it considered just an accident? So was he drunk? They're not talking about that. If he was, if he was drunk, or well, they did say I didn't do the breakdown. Okay, I could have gone to Google and say, well, how much does this equate to miles per hour? Regular old people time. But yeah, I don't know if 50 kilometers is speeding in Barbados, but I don't think he would have admitted that, would he? But anyhow, yeah, I really think that the fact that he did stop shows that he's conscious a little bit. He has something's there. Something is still there with him, because most people would have just kept on going. Okay, so this is Sherry Veronica on Rico Kemar Clarke, who was found guilty. He was found guilty for killing and Henderson Greenidge, and that's it. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.